Testing.
Oh, hello there. Yeah, wow.
That is.
Hello. Yeah, I got it now.
Hey, all right. I can hear me and Bill's.
Yeah.
All right. Checking the talk back. Bill, you good?
Yep.
Perfect.
Test.
How about it?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Perfect. All right. That's good.
Or must be the engineer. I think. Yeah, I'm engineer in charge. EIC.
Engineer, cameraman, spotter Tom, Bill.
Step right in.
Your call. Whenever they clear the field, there's a play. We're going to be back behind here.
Is anybody using that
Just
one?
tell me what time on the clock you want to be here. What time on the clock you want to tell everybody to stand up.
Whatever works. Well, he said, clock man.
Sorry, give me 1 sec. I was premature in my way.
So 13 on the clock. Do you want to make the announcement for it? Is that right?
We got like 20 minutes after the start.
What I'm thinking is
we'll be back behind here.
think
You do your announcement.
expand your spotting duties slightly.
Sure.
You can grab, you can try to do some, because you got it down, especially later, that's all I do as the game went on. You can just give me a sweep of the skill positions, you can set the quarterback, before snap.
We're in test mode right now.
So I think I know who they are, but the indicator we'll have on the far side of the field, it'll just be like the F receiver, the F running back, and the near side running back, near receiver. So just go through each of those like positions and just say the guy's name.
All right.
You're gonna have
very
that.
much.
You're gonna have it down for at least 4 quarters.
Maybe.
You're doing it great, or whatever to the best of your ability is.
Start on the running back, work my way up.
Yeah, get those 2 running backs, and then especially that far receiver.
Okay.
And then
It's not going to be like Park Tudor with 6 wide receivers.
no, it's just gonna be mainly the Beech Grove one, and I think Scecina. As long as we can get the Beech Grove one, we'll figure Scecina out. And then if there's like a big play for Beech Grove, and you know who he is, just repeat his name a few times in the mic. So if they get the ball out, Pope's on a big run, just go like Pope. Because then hopefully the phone call thing will all work out fine, so you'll hear me. Or if you're in here, you'll hear me anyway. But until I say his name.
How things work out. I don't know how loud the speakers are up top. You might not be able to hear anything.
Yeah, just hit that name.
Okay.
And I think the only other thing is if you see a flag, then just as soon as you see a flag go, just let me know a flag.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the rest of the play. But I think that's it, because I think last time was perfect for a first go. In all honesty. But yeah.
Hopefully I don't wreck your thing.
No, I don't think you will. We got I think it'll be good. We got some football weather, boys.
We got what, like 10 minutes to go?
Perfect. You want to do that little like welcome video?
Yeah. I'm gonna hit the bathroom quickly to start. I'm going up.
All right, Godspeed.
Alright.
You can stay dry, dude. Stay dry. I need to update my weather. Yes. Hi.
You did the game 2 weeks ago.
We did. We did do the game 2 weeks ago.
Unfortunately, I couldn't be in the same room with you guys because of the Park Tudor High School television crew.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Park Tudor.
So I was kindly asked to move into the coach's room.
I remember that.
Not there.
I remember that.
Yeah. Better down here. Yeah.
All right.
So I moved to accommodate Park Tudor.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bob Lovell. Our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox, begins. Commissioner, week 4 of high school football, weather, a little bit of an issue, and it underlies some other issues, but lightning coming through northern part of the state, southern part of the state, and games had to be moved to Saturday, and had some problems trying to find some officials on these games this weekend.
That's correct, Bob. You know, when we have lightning issues, we have a lightning protocol within our NFHS football rules book that our members follow closely, and I'm very pleased with how we deal with lightning disturbances and trying to evacuate stadiums and get fans into a safe place, as well as our student athletes and coaches and all the workers in the game. But as you mentioned, in the southern part of the state and northern part of the state last weekend, we had some pretty violent weather, and stadiums had to be cleared. And many of those games were postponed to the next day. Well, that sounds all fine until you get to a position of where you're trying to find officials. All of these officials are booked out years in advance, and they have contests on every day except Sunday. And then in some cases, even on Sundays in the youth leagues, they work those games. And what happens is when you postpone a game to Saturday, you really struggle to find crews. And we're starting to see this, and we've talked about this before, where there is a shortage of officials, but it is starting to come to pass now. And I am afraid that there's going to be a day when an athletic director walks out to the football stadium on a Friday night and says, we cannot play the game because we don't have enough officials. And when we postponed games this weekend, last weekend, we had to move games to Saturday, and we had to go with shortened crews, smaller crews. Instead of a crew of 5, maybe a crew of 4, maybe even a crew of 3. And then when you get into the JV games that play on Saturday, we had some of those games canceled because there simply weren't enough officials. So it's becoming an issue.
It is an issue, and I'm powerless to figure out how you change it.
Well, we have to recruit. We do a great job of recruiting. We recruit a lot of new officials, but our issue is retention. And as you and I have discussed in the past, the number one reason that officials leave the game is poor treatment. They leave the game for poor treatment from a variety of sources, mostly fan abuse. It can be coach abuse, but mostly fan abuse. And then there are a lot of other little things that drive people out, and there's personal reasons why people get out of it as well. But as we've talked before, officiating in our state is becoming we're approaching the critical mass. And unfortunately, that affects young people. So our plea is to have people apply for a license, and then we've got to do a better job of retaining them and creating environments that are enjoyable for these folks to work in, as well as enjoyable for the kids to play in. And that deals with sportsmanship. And as we've talked about previously, our sportsmanship program is now being dedicated toward this year toward adults and parents. And we've got to collectively work together to create a better environment so that we can have high school sports for these young people.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox. We're talking about all things high school sports related. You have an issue. You could have an issue in tournament time when the number you have to have a certain number of crews to have first round games. That's at critical mass, is it not?
It very much is, Bob. When I was an assistant and we had 5 classes in football and we all played on the first night of the tournament, we needed 155 crews to start the tournament. And this was 8 years ago, my last year as an assistant, and we still had that many crews. Well, now our tournament format's changed. We added a sixth class, and we have a bye week. And because of that, we don't need as many crews in the first week as we used to need to begin the tournament. And that's good because we don't have 155 crews right now that could work the first week.
Wow.
So we have a bye, and we do have enough crews to work right now. But if that number continues to drop, we're going to be like a lot of other states in our country that are going to have to start scheduling tournament games on 2 nights of the first week of the tournament, Friday and Saturday, which is not attractive, Thursday and Friday, which is even less attractive.
Right.
So we've got to work on growing our numbers and providing environments where they can enjoy the event and we can have an education-based athletic event that is purposeful and within what we believe is the right way to conduct sports.
The commissioner of the IHSAA, Bobby Cox, our weekly conversation. Bobby, it's always great to talk to you. Have a good week.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it.
You're listening to Indiana SRN, God's Word 24/7 and sports. It is halftime at your game. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. But first, we're very pleased to have Ashley and Dave, and we're going to talk about 3-on-3 basketball. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi. How are you? We're doing well.
That's great. 3-on-3 basketball in the state of Indiana during football season, kind of different, but what is this 3-on-3 tournament all about?
So this tournament it's benefiting our scholarship fund here at NIFS, which, if you don't know, is a fitness center located on IUPUI's campus. So we have a scholarship fund that helps some of our members who might not be able to afford some of the services that they need in order to make, really strong health improvements in their lives to just enhance their way of life and their quality of life overall.
And actually, the physical fit is very important, not to just the young kids that are on the football field tonight, but it's for everybody, even people my age at 60.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we have is two different programs that we're really looking to highlight. It's our Healthy Lifestyle program, which is ran by David, and that touches on some people that may have a little bit higher chronic illnesses, a little bit in the, older department. 60 plus at least. I think one of our members, he's 92, and just the things that he's been able to do because of this program is just unbelievable. And then the other program that we're looking to highlight is our weight loss program, which is ran by myself. And we actually have a very wide variety of age groups that's in there, but we are looking at more of the older adult type age, just to be able to help them move better, lose weight, healthier lifestyle, and just promoting it all around.
David, the healthy lifestyles, my wife went through something like that when she had her liver transplant. It got her back on her feet. It got her exercising much more, and that's real important if you had a chronic illness or if you had a transplant. This benefits those people very, very well.
Very much so, yeah. We actually were wrapping up with one transplant patient right now with the program, and he's experienced a number of benefits from it, just overall energy, some weight loss as well. So it's been a huge plus for him and just anybody else, whether you've had surgery or not. I've found that movement is almost always the answer, regardless of your condition. It's just a matter of finding the right types of movements that are suited for your body and the right amounts of movements and timing of that. So that's where we're trying to come into play and show you exactly when, where, why, and how much to do.
The 3-on-3 basketball tournament is on September 29th. What time does it start? How much does it cost? And what do we need to do to sign up our teams?
Yeah, so September 29th, like you said, that's a Saturday. It's going to start at 10 a.m. We're looking to have registration open about 9:30, so that'll give those individual teams that maybe are playing at 10 a.m. a chance to come and warm up and stuff. The cost is $120 per team, so that breaks down to about $30 a person. We have a link that we'll provide for you that you can either sign up online or you can actually come in-house down to NIFS and sign up that way.
We also have, kind of piggybacking along the 3-on-3 tournament, we have some contests that we're doing as well, just to have some fun stuff to do surrounding the tournament. So we'll have a 3-point shooting contest and a skills challenge where we'll be, doing a timed obstacle course with some passing. So we'll also actually have a huge knockout game the day of the tournament. So that'll be a lot of fun just to have one giant knockout game with as many people as we can get, see how long we can make that last. So each contest is $5 if you want to participate in those, and you don't have to actually be a part of the tournament. You can just walk in off the street and do the contest if you want. If you do each one individually, it's $5, or if you want to do all three of the contests, you can save $5 and just pay $10 for those contests. So we'll have some prizes for the winners of those contests, and we'll actually start those the day before on that Friday. We'll do a couple of preliminary rounds, and then we'll do the finals on that Saturday, like kind of as an intermission to the tournament.
And they can contact you guys where and when?
Yeah, so they can contact us. We can give you our phone number, 317-274-3432. My extension is 226, and yours is? David?
Mine is 264.
264, yep. And then our email addresses are pretty simple, aduncan@nist.org and dshock@nist.org. So any questions that anyone may have, any concerns, anything really. We're also still open to more donations, more sponsors, just trying to get as many people in the community involved in this tournament and just this whole benefit. 317-274-3432, and my extension is 226, and David's is
264.
There you go. So anybody, any age, you've got 3 guys, 4 guys, 5 guys, bring them down. We'll shoot some hoops on Saturday, September 29th. Thank you very much for your time, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to the Pit in Beech Grove. For tonight's webcast on IndianaSRN, we've got two undefeateds for you. The 2A number 1 Scecina Crusaders visiting the Beech Grove Hornets. Alongside Bill Ludlow, I'm Jonathan Mathis. 101 teams received votes in this past week's AP poll. Beech Grove wasn't one of them. Despite having one of the state's better rushing attacks, the Hornets are a quiet 3-0. That won't be the case if they win number 4 tonight. Number 1 Scecina is one of the few players who can lay claim to the title of the best quarterback in the state. But Mac Ayers and his Crusaders have yet to truly blast off. Is tonight the night? If it is, they'll have to endure some significant weather conditions their first of the season. It's wet and we aren't expecting it to let up anytime soon. Right now it's 69 degrees and will remain in the high 60s all game long. The wind is constantly out of the northeast at 10. It's wet, it's raining, it's football weather, Bill Ludlow. Are you ready for this one?
Jonathan, I am definitely ready for this one. We've had the last 3 weeks, we've been like it's been in the 90s. Tonight we've got rain and it's cooling off. It's finally getting to football weather. And what better time, what better game to have it here at Beech Grove? Natural turf, the rain, they're going to be muddy after the first play, Jonathan.
That's a question of mine, Bill. If you look at our matchups, initially you have a really strong rushing attack in Beech Grove. Scecina more balanced.
Right.
But it's really wet. That conditions are going to be a factor.
And I think we'll see how, and I think this first quarter is going to start out like two heavyweight boxers. They're going to feel each other out in that first quarter. Then they're going to settle down in the second. Then we're going to get into the heavy football then.
Speaking of heavyweights, there are a few heavyweights of a better quality than Scecina's quarterback, Mac Ayers. He's pretty blessed. We had Eddie Schott for Southport last week and Mac Ayers this one.
Mac Ayers and Jordan Reel, for Beech Grove. But you look at Mac Ayers and what he has done, for the Scecina Crusaders. He's, passing yards, he's got 182.3. So, we know he can air it out. But then they've got the running backs of Middlebrook and Woods in the backfield. So if the ball's too slippery for Mac tonight, he's got the reliability of Middlebrook and Woods to take that load.
If it's not too slippery, they have the Crusaders, one of the better receivers in the state. He's one of the top 5 players in next year's recruiting class in receiver David Baker, but he has yet to really take off this year so far.
I think what happened was David got injured probably during the summer, workouts or whatever, had some shoulder problems, and they weren't sure if he was going to play the first couple of weeks of the season. He did, so maybe he's just now trying to find his groove, and we'll see if that transpires here tonight.
You heard the boos, you're about to hear the cheers as the Beech Grove Hornets get ready to take the field, and leading them, you alluded to him, is an excellent quarterback, Jordan Reel.
Jordan Reel is he's
Perry Meridian back on the scoreboard. Our scoreboard by Pip printing. Little under 7 minutes to go. Here comes on the pitch, a strong run to the 10-yard line. Distance, and they've been able to do so deliberately. Almost
total yards per game and points per game. If you're a coach, you got to love a quarterback like that. I watched film from Jordan Reel this week, and he kind of runs that RPO that everybody's talking about, the run-pass option.
He leads the team in rushing, or he's right up there. He doesn't technically. He's 2 yards short. Obviously the passing leader. He does set the pace for the Hornets, and they're going to need him tonight, Bill. It is soggy out there.
Yeah, it's very soggy, and and I think what both teams are going to have problems with tonight, Jonathan, is we're going to see if they're going to be able to hang on to that football because it gets wet, and it's going to get slippery.
And both teams have been very advantageous with the turnovers this season. Beech Grove has intercepted 8 passes over the course of the year. They've got plenty of sacks. Scecina, they get after the quarterback relentlessly. The defenses, both teams have been good. They've shut out each of their last 2 opponents, or Beech Grove has shut out their last 2. Scecina's only given up 12 points the last 2 games, Bill. That might be, or we might be ready for a defensive slugfest.
Yeah, and you look at some of the star defensive players for Scecina: Liam White, Matthew Funk, Lance Linder, Tashawn Woods, Luke Leffler, Welburn, Terrell Roscoe, Mattingly, and Lyons. You got to watch out for those guys.
We see the captains getting the coin toss. One of the captains not in uniform is Jake Weller. That's news for us. The coach's son, one of the rarities, Bill. You get the opportunity to coach your own son, and right now he's going to be sitting this one out.
And we seen a great receiver at Southport last year, and Haskins, and he set, he kind of set the tone last week for Southport, but then we didn't see much in the second half. So, you got Sean Small that steps in Weller's spot. So, I don't think they're going to really miss that much.
No, and Small, he's got 1 catch so far this year, and that went for a touchdown. So he's batting 1,000.
He is batting 1,000. You look at these 2 teams real quick, Jonathan. Scecina's coached by Odd Hurley. He's 184 and 129. He's 27th year at Scecina. He's 185 and 138 overall. Mark Weller's 34 and 42, and he's 8th year here at Beech Grove, 47 and 63 in 11 years overall. Last week, Scecina defeated Park Tudor 37-6, and Beech Grove defeated Speedway 48-0. And in this series, Scecina leads this series 12 games to 3. So this is game number 16 on the radar here tonight, Jonathan.
And you have both the predictions for the game have been split. John Harrell's website, the Sagarin rankings, favor Beech Grove by 7. Kyle Nedrick for the Star has Scecina by 6. The situation, the weather is going to mitigate a bunch of circumstances, but we're getting ready. That's Beech Grove in black. That is Scecina, the 2-time state champions. They won back-to-back times in the early 90s, 1990, 1991. They're in white, and we're getting ready to get set for this one.
And they almost had a chance to make it last year, but fell short to the state champ, Saffridge.
The kick is away, and this one in the slop is off. 30 is going to keep it. That is Tyshawn Woods, one of the starting running backs, still rumbling forward and twirls forward and rolls across the 35-yard line to the 37.
Jonathan, with this natural turf, some turf came flying up, and I thought the football was loose, so that's something we got to keep an eye on tonight.
We will do our very best. We got our binoculars. We got our umbrellas. We're glad to have you with us here with IndianaSRN. I'm Jonathan Mathis. Bill Ludlow is to my right, and we're nice and cozy in the press box. Hopefully you are cozy as well as we get ready for this undefeated matchup. In the backfield is the great Mac Ayers, senior quarterback, going to Ball State, takes the snap, hands it to Tavon Middlebrook, and he's whirled and twirled down.
Man.
Sean Small there right off the get-go.
Sean Small came in from his defensive line position and just wrapped up Woods and threw him for a big loss.
And you have the Scecina Crusaders, not the best rushing team, Bill. Their leading rusher, Tavon Middlebrook, has 192 yards and a little less right now.
And last week he ran 4 times for 32 yards and 1 TD.
8-yard average isn't bad. It's Ayers. It's Middlebrook. Looking for a seam. Slips through. He's grabbed and he's twirled down. Small there once more, Bill. 2 for 2 on the tackle department.
If you're Scecina offensive line, somebody's got to take care of Small, or Small's going to be in there all night long. Brings up a 3rd and 9 now for Scecina.
We'll see if they're able to air it out successfully this time. Two
no
rushing
pun
plays.
intended, right? Mac Ayers airing out.
Unfortunately, Bill, pun definitely intended. Far side of the field is Armand Hillman. Amir Lloyd was in the middle, and the trips airs it, looks that way, throws it, but it's no good. Armand Hillman, the intended receiver, and it's a quick 3 and out for the Crusaders.
You know, you talk about, Amir Lloyd. You know, I called his name last couple of years. Amir Lloyd, a transfer from Park Tudor. He played with the Panthers last couple of years.
And now it's starting, playing both ways for the Scecina Crusaders. One of the receivers in that play is a starting cornerback, where he plays in defense as well. Ayers is the punter. A lot of people on these Crusaders do double duty. He will get this one. It's high. It's not very far, though. It will bounce at the 48-yard line, roll to a stop at the 49, and that is where Beech Grove will take over their first series. And, Bill, last time we saw the Beech Grove Hornets, they were running all over Park Tudor, and they haven't stopped all season yet.
Yeah, you know, they got the running backs of course, Rio can run the ball, Pope, and then Quanzel Jones. You know, last week, rushed it 6 times, 42 yards, and then he caught 1 pass for 17 yards. Pope carried it 10 times for 110 yards and a TD.
There have been 3 different leading rushers for Beech Grove in their 3 games so far. Real under center, had some trouble with the snap, is going to keep it, and is going to be able to scoot through. He was a magician for a moment and got maybe 5 yards out of it.
You know, and that's something that Rio can do, kind of a busted play there, but then he was able to make something of something that wasn't there.
You see the Beech Grove starters you're going to see, as you saw in the last drive. We'll have the Scecina starters for you in a moment. Try to keep you up to date on all the defensive and offensive positioning. 2nd down, 5 for the Hornets. The handoff is bobbled and it's loose and it's recovered by Scecina. And there's your first turnover of the game. The Crusaders get it.
So on the second play of the game, like I said, this first quarter's going to turn like a heavyweight boxing match. We're going to see what each other can do. We just talked about how slippery that ball's going to be. We just seen it on that play right there.
And that was Jake Rebind, the senior, number 9 on the fumble recovery. There's your starters. Scecina uses an interesting formation, 5 defensive backs. But now they get a little break, a well-earned break after the turnover. Bringing up Ayers, Dave. That is David Baker at the bottom of your screen, number 4. 27, McCormick Messer, the high snap, handed to Woods. He almost slips by, but is wrapped up and brought down. Gain of 2, maybe.
You know, he kind of had that little hop there when he got that ball, like he, was going to take off.
Brings up 2nd down and 8. Nothing. 9 minutes gone, or 9 minutes not gone. We have 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Already a turnover. Three receivers. Baker's at the bottom. Ayers will pitch it out to Woods. On the sweep. Has the seam. Down the sideline. Plows over one defender. That was Daniel Spriggs who got planted into the sideline. But it's close to a first down, I believe. He might have got it.
And he did get that first down. Yeah, Spriggs is probably, finding out what was that, that just hit me. And Spriggs is a senior, 6 foot, 155. And Tyshawn Woods, he's 5'8", 175.
Armand Hillman's wide to the top. Baker's at the bottom. There's Middlebrook right through the middle. Still going, twirling forward and down at about the 24-yard line. A great run from Tavon Middlebrook.
Middlebrook got that ball and just, found that little seam. Looks like we got a penalty maybe on on the play, so let's see. It may negate that run by Middlebrook.
And it would negate the tackle by Keanu Johnson, most likely. Oh, no, it won't. Face mask on the play.
Mask.
They're going to get some extra yards.
So if you're Coach Weller, you can't be pleased with this right now.
I think not. Brings up first. And we'll check. Almost a first and goal, but it will be 1st and 10 from the 19. Hillman's wide to the top. Middlebrook, the running back. Baker and McCormick Messer in the slot. Middlebrook's in trouble, and he's going down. The Hornets' defense a little bit lax this drive, but they swarmed him that time.
You know, leading the charge again is that Sean Small, number 33. He's a junior at 6'2", 210 pounds. You look at these teams, seniors, Scecina's got 14 seniors, 13 juniors, 8 sophomores, and 18 freshmen. We'll get Beech Grove here in just a moment.
A normal kicker, Drew Smith, is the tight end on the far side of the offensive line. There's the snap is high. It's over his head. He's down on it, and a significant loss of yardage coming up for the Crusaders.
Well, we're just seeing again, like I said, how difficult that ball is to handle when it's wet. And both teams now, fortunately for Scecina, Ayers was able to recover that.
We're going to have to go back in the good old days, Bill. There's going to be a lot of bare hands for this game. The receiving gloves with all the stickiness on them have been banished. 3rd and a country mile.
There you go. You got it, man.
I did, finally.
You got it.
Lance Linder is the running back with Mac Ayers. He's looking to Baker. He fires to Baker into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Quanzel Jones, a frequent running back, defensive player here, steps right in front of the Ayers bullet, and Mac Ayers delivers his 2nd interception of the year and 2 turnovers just in this first corner, Bill.
You know, I think what Ayers was looking at, he didn't expect Jones to come over, and he did. Stepped right in front of Baker and took that for an INT, first one of the game.
So we've got a fumble, we've got a pick. Beech Grove starting deep in their own territory. 6 minutes, 54 seconds left in this opening quarter. Jordan Reel gonna keep it and doesn't get too much. A little tussle though.
There's some extra activity on the sidelines over there between Hillman and
I'm not sure who the receiver was. I think it was Keanu Johnson.
You know, no harm, no foul.
Here's a replay. Let's check this out, folks. This is the pick. The great athletic play by Quanzel Jones. Yoop.
I think Ayers was thinking that Jones was going to go to the left side, but he drifted back, right, like I said, right in front of Baker to intercept that ball.
Terrace Pope and Teron Washington, the running backs. Reel is going to keep it. Eludes one, eludes another. Still going. Bulldozes over one and is down at the 45. He had to adjust his pants, too.
What a run by Jordan Reel. The man is just uncanny. He is a senior on this Beech Grove ball club.
Good job, Tom. Go ahead and give me the running backs first, as you just did.
Picks up a first down for the Hornets. Ball's going to be placed at their own 45, Jonathan. Let's see what they got.
5 minutes, 55 seconds, a little bit less than that, 45 to go here in this first quarter. Jordan Reel having to dust himself off or dry himself off. Washington, Pope. The handoff is to not either of them. It's Keon Tyler. Welcome back to the team, Keon. And he gets into Scecina territory to the 35.
So he got knocked out of there by number 2, Liam Wright of Scecina.
Liam, one of the leading players on the Scecina defense. He had 19 tackles before that. He's got 5 for a loss. 1st and 10. The 40-yard line.
And in this drive, Jonathan, started at Beech Grove's own 15-yard line.
Here's Pope and Keon Tyler, the running backs. Jordan Reel, the quarterback. He takes the snap, hands it off to Pope. Then he's going to try to bulldoze forward, gets across the 40. And, Bill, I saw that dirt kick up like you did earlier, and I thought the ball came loose.
It's going to be playing a little bit of havoc here a little bit tonight. But, a little divot, put that back in, we're good to go.
2nd and 8, ball on the 38-yard line of Scecina. 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Romeo Eccles, the far receiver away from you. The snap is to Reel. The handoff is to Pope. He's moving to the far side, runs over one, and is down about a yard short of the first down.
Tackled there by number 9 of Scecina. That's Jake Ribben.
3rd and short for Beech Grove.
Eating a lot of time off his clock. This is going to be the 7th play of the drive.
Reel's going to keep it at the far side. He has the first down. It is knocked out of bounds by Luke Deering, the senior. One of the rare cornerbacks in any sport to wear a number in the 80s.
Luke Deering's a senior at 6'1", 165.
1st and 10 at the 32. Make that the 30. About 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We've seen 2 turnovers, 1 apiece. Pope and Tyler are the running backs again. They've so far been rather successful. Reel is the quarterback. Going to hand it off. Here's Tyler up the middle, and he gets it across the 25-yard line.
Scecina looks like they're playing, with the cover 2 with the receiver McCormick Messer and how do you pronounce that? Reben?
Reben, yeah.
As the strong safety. Free safety is at McCormick Messer.
In order from the far side to the near is Tyler. He has the ball. He's not going to be able to elude that one. And down he goes. The jersey all stretched out by one of my favorite names on the Scecina Crusaders, Terrell Rasco, the sophomore on the tackle.
That was quite a rascal there, wasn't it?
It was. I was hoping he was going to play. 3rd down for the Hornets. A good drive by Beech Grove. Picked to win this by some, to lose by others. On 3rd down. Reel's going to keep it. Reel's going to have it. Reel's to the 10. Reel's in the end zone. Touchdown, Beech Grove. How about that, Bill? You were talking about his versatility in the pregame, and he just showed it right there.
Jordan Reel. He is unreal.
Was on that play. Now, what you're about to see, Beech Grove is rather, they're intriguing with their extra point attempts. They line up in the swinging gate that some colleges have done. Notre Dame did it for a while, but they don't. But they actually will go for 2 out of this formation. The kicker is Angel Fonseca, if they choose to go that route. Terrace Pope is the holder. They do line up. This does not mean they're actually going to kick it, though. We'll see.
Pope may take it and try to go in for the 2. Nope.
Fonseca gets it up. It's
off
the upright.
At the upright, and no good.
And he's now 6 for 7 on the year, and we're going to be back in a second. Scecina 6, or Beech Grove 6, Scecina 0 on IndianaSRN.
Bertner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Trouble sleeping? Feeling anxious? Easily distracted? Or just looking to perform at the top of your game? NeuroGroove can help. NeuroGroove uses advanced neurotechnology that offers training to the brain, enabling it to function at its best. Training is absolutely effortless. You can relax, close your eyes, and even zone out if you want. To set up an appointment or to learn how NeuroGroove can help, call 317-897-9999.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Here's Middlebrook running the kickback, and he's going to get to the 30, wrapped up and down just shy of the 35-yard line. Speaking of numbers, Bill Ludlow, what happened last time?
Well, Beech Grove got the ball on their own 15-yard line, took 10-play drive, and at the 2:36 mark, reel runs it in for a touchdown. Extra point, no good. That's where we stand right now, 6-0, the Beech Grove Hornets.
2 minutes, 28 seconds. We have a replay of that touchdown right there. Left in this first quarter, 2:28. It is Ayers in the pistol. Brooks and Payne are to the bottom of the screen. Hillman to the top. The handoff is to Middlebrook. He tries to squeak through the line.
Oh, he did.
And he's rather successful, getting to a first down, I believe, at about the 45-yard line, a little short of it.
You know, I'm really impressed with Middlebrook, the way he's running that ball. And for the year, he's in 3 games, he's carried 29 times, 192 yards. His average is 6.6. His longest TD run, 43 yards.
Ayers adjusting the line, calling out the play. The pitch is to Middlebrook. His ears were burning, and he's juking outside. He's trying to fight for the first down. Still going, and he has it. Into Beech Grove territory. Terrace Pope on the tackle.
2 plays, Jonathan, and 2 big runs by Middlebrook. Trying to set the tone here for Scecina, or get the momentum going in Scecina's favor now.
Middlebrook checks out. Cormac Messer's in, as is Woods. Baker's far to the top, Payne at the bottom. Cormac Messer was in the middle. Woods trying to fight forward and maybe got a yard. The Beech Grove defense showed up once again.
You know, you look at the defense, you know, and they were playing a cover 1 down there on that defense. And, you know, you can play a cover 1 because, you know, as wet as that ball is, I don't think Ayers is going to air it out too much or punt all night long.
It's going to be frequently used. 1:15 to go here in the first quarter. That's Bill Ludlow. I'm Jonathan Mathis. Beech Grove leads by 6. Woods the running back. Ayers the quarterback. He's looking left. He's now looking to run. Scampers forward. Oh, the ball's free! It's still free! And it's in the arms of Andrew Payne. Fumbled twice on the same play. It is close to a first down.
Wow. You know, I don't like the way that Ayers is running that ball with that ball out there. If you're going to run it, tuck it, cover that ball, and protect it. And I'm sure that's what Coach Hurley may talk to him when he comes over to the sideline.
Coach Hurley, very successful in his tenure at Scecina. 184 wins. His 29th year overall, his coaching career. Linder is at running back. Ayers at quarterback. Baker's wide to the top in single coverage.
Cover 1 again for Beech Grove.
He's looking to Baker. He throws way behind Baker.
Man,
it's incomplete.
I don't know where that one was going for, because Baker was running his route, and Ayers just threw it, and it's lucky. You're right, Jonathan. It's lucky that thing wasn't picked off.
27 seconds frozen on the PIP scoreboard. Here left in the first quarter. An exciting first quarter.
We've had a lot of action in this first quarter, Jonathan.
Befitting to undefeateds. McCormick Messer is in the slot. Baker wide to the top. Payne in the slot. Ayers looking with time. Throws, hits Payne. He's the one to recover the fumble. And now he's got a first down to about the 20-yard line. 18 left in the first quarter. Clock temporarily frozen. The chains are moving. And now it begins to run.
And if you're Ayers and the Scecina Crusaders, that's what they're going to do. They're just going to let the clock run out, and that'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Still a little. We have some time to stall now, Bill. We got 5 full seconds. Make that 4, 3, 2. It is 6-0 Beech Grove here in a battle of undefeateds in week number 4 on IndianaSRN. We are always in the game.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the IndianaSRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at IndianaSRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at IndianaSRN.org. IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium Black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Welcome back to the Pit in Beech Grove, a matchup worthy of 2 undefeateds. 6-0 in favor of Beech Grove. Middlebrook, having a good game, is now fighting forward to about the 15-yard line.
And officially, I've got them, coming up now for Scecina is going to be the 7th play of this drive. Started on their own 35. Had a little mishap down here at the other end of the field, but Payne was able to corral it and pick up a first down for Scecina.
That was 2 consecutive fumbles. Ayers fumbled it. Beech Grove recovered, then fumbled it into the arms of Andrew Payne of Scecina. He is wide. He's to the bottom of your screen. Hillman and Baker are wide to the top. Middlebrook, fumbles it, but falls on it. At the 15, loss of maybe 1 when you add it all up. 3rd down for the Crusaders. The number 1 team in Class 2A, Bill, mostly known for their passing, their balanced attack, and they've had to rely entirely almost on their run this game.
Ayers has thrown it 3 times tonight. He missed Baker once, completed 1 pass, or maybe 2. But during this drive here, it's mainly been the run for Scecina.
That's Wood, the running back. Already a dirty jersey. He's going to have it hit immediately by the Hornets, and I don't think he got anywhere. Teron Washington, the junior, on the tackle, the leading tackler for the Hornets.
It brings up a 4th down. You got 2 yards to go. You gamble on the wet turf here and go for it. And that's what he's doing. That's what Coach Hurley's doing.
Hurley's coached, as we said, a lot of games, a lot of situations like this. Ayers under center. You're not going to see that a lot. You're going to see it here. The sneak. Did he get it?
Side judge coming in. Looks like he might have picked it up, Jonathan, the way that side judge is standing over there.
First down, Beech
Grove.
Grove.
He didn't get it.
And another turnover for the Scecina Crusaders. They fumbled it a few times. They got away with most of them.
That's our first TOD of the day. You're saying, what's TOD of the day? Turnover on downs.
Learn something new every day, everybody. That's why you tune into IndianaSRN. We've got a whole family of networks broadcasting games. We'll go over them with you in a little bit. You'll see some of the scores pop up on our scoreboard. 1st and 10. Here's Reel. Hands it off. Tyler, he bobbled the ball. It's loose. There's another scrum. I think Scecina got it back.
I think he did. As they unpiling them down there.
They did!
They did. Oh, wow.
So 2 turnovers apiece to start off this game.
That's the second fumble by Beech Grove this evening. And both of them were recovered by Scecina. So now they're going to take over deep in Beech Grove's territory.
On the 15 with 9:50 to go here in the first half. 3 receivers to the top. That's Hillman and Payne and Amir Lloyd. McCormick Messer and Baker to the bottom. Ayers firing.
Got his receiver.
He has a catch. Touchdown, Scecina. And they've tied it for the moment. Andrew Payne. He saved the Crusaders twice so far and gets the first touchdown of the game for them here.
Ayers to Payne for the touchdown.
Temporarily tied. Drew Smith, the senior, number 10, is the kicker. He's 13 of 15 on point after attempts. Ayers the holder. Beech Grove missed this away a few moments ago. This kick is good, though. 7-6 Scecina here in Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Atlas Excavating. When you have public, commercial, or private utility work that needs to be done quickly and with an eye of quality, look no further than Atlas Excavating. We have the most highly trained, industrial certified master excavators with years of experience working both with public and private clients. Give Atlas Excavating a call at 765-429-4800.
Welcome back to a soggy Beech Grove. Scecina currently leads by 1, and Beech Grove now has the opportunity to answer. Tyler will have the return to the 30. Hurdles one and is down at the 35-yard line. Lance Linder on the tackle, and the reason they're returning looks something a little bit like this. Mac Ayers looking to the end zone, and Bill, this is why he's such a promising prospect, throwing that touchdown, finding Andrew Payne.
You know, he plays baseball. Going to be a baseball pitcher? Or?
He's a .324 hitter last year. Tyler and Pope are the running backs. Reel in the gun. Hands it off to Pope, and he's able to muscle forward for about 2 yards. Spencer Martinelli on the tackle.
You know, you look at this offense of Beech Grove, you know, and they're, you know, strictly run majority of the time. But nowadays they call that the RPO, the run pass option. The way to stop an RPO is go man-to-man coverage.
See if that's what Scecina will continue doing. 9 minutes to go here in the first half.
Got to have a good edge rusher, too.
Tyler is the near side rusher. Reel's going to keep it. This one for a touchdown earlier. He jukes past one, stiffs arms another, and is tackled by 2 Crusaders. Lance Linder was one of the first Crusaders to the ball, and is close to a first down, a couple yards short, I believe. 3rd down for the Hornets. 3rd and 1 to be specific. A long one.
Bringing man up in the box
Hand
to
off
stop, but
is to Pope, and he's still moving. He's still on his feet. Hesitation move for a moment before he's escorted out of bounds. Big first down run for Beech Grove.
Looks like Scecina was putting maybe 7 men in the box there, hoping to stop that run, but Pope had he said no way on that, and picked up big gain and a big first down for the Beech Grove Hornets.
8 minutes, 9 seconds, currently frozen on the second quarter scoreboard. Donovan Bailey, the wide receiver, to the far side. It goes to Tyler on the handoff. He tried to scoot under a Scecina Crusader. That was Lance Linder. Linder made the stop, however. Bringing up second down for the Hornets.
Number 7, Gavin Mitchell's just checked into the Beech Grove lineup.
Mitchell was the starting quarterback in week 1. He's wide to the bottom of your screen. Reel gives it to Tyler, and he lunges forward a little bit short of the first down, if the side judge is correct. 3rd and inches for the Hornets. Seven minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the second. Bailey wide to the top, Mitchell wide to the bottom. In motion was Small. Weller's going to give it to Small, and he's going to lunge forward to the left side of the line. And the question is, how much did he get?
Number 14, Lance Linder of Scecina, got smacked to the ground by number 70, Josh Fryer, a junior, 6'6", 285.
And by some recruiting services, he's the top center in the state. Getting offers, looks at from the likes of Florida State and Purdue. Hand off to Pope. He's going to muscle his way forward. Close to another first down.
Ruben leading the charge for Scecina on that one, on the defense. Looks like the umbrellas are coming back out.
They are. It is a rainbow of colors before us in the umbrella department. See one checkered pattern, looks like a picnic table. The rain is stronger. Second down and 3. And a couple hankies went flying.
False start on Beech Grove.
So second down and 8. If my addition skills are up to par.
.5:58 to go here in the first half, and we've got us quite of a ball game with, two heavyweights here, undefeated at 3-0.
Couple scores on the Titus Bakery out of town scoreboard. Traders Point and Park Tudor tied at 0. Lafayette Jeff leads Harrison 7-0. Center Grove's winning their game 7-0. Here's Pope and muscle down.
Number 42.
That was Elijah Phillips with the strong left hand.
Just reached out, grabbed a big handful of jersey of Pope.
Quick update on that scoreboard. Jeff and Harrison now tied at 7. Titus Bakery. Donuts made the old-fashioned way, Bill, since 1980. 2 locations, Lebanon and Westfield, on State Road 32. Speaking of the number 3, it's 3rd and 12 with 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Bailey wide at the top, Mitchell wide to the bottom. Timeout on the play. And this gives us an opportunity for something Bill has been very eager to read off.
We're starting something new tonight. It's the Aspen Creek Grill trivia question of the week. And your trivia question is, in 1973, there were 3 classes in the IHSAA for football championships. Can you name the 3 champions in the class? It was 3A, 2A, and 1A.
You know, maybe I could, Bill, but the thing is, folks, this is what we call a tease. We're not going to tell you yet.
If you know the answer, you can send that via the Twitter to IndianaSRN.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner will receive a $25 gift card from the wonderful folks at Aspen Creek Grill, located in Noblesville, Indiana.
So, like I said, we're not going to tell you, but we might ask that question again later, so pay attention. I want to thank the folks at Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Reel, rolling to his right, still rolling. He's a lefty, has to turn all the way back around. Fires end zone, it's tipped, and there was a receiver there. But Gavin Mitchell got his fingers on the ball and tipped it down away, but they might have an opportunity to do it again because if the reports are right, there's a flag on the play.
Reel's coming over to Coach Weller.
Well, the referee is going to the far sideline. Normally, it's not good. It's not good for the team he's not visiting.
So maybe against Beech Grove. They had an ineligible receiver downfield for Beech Grove.
Sometimes that happens when you're out scrambling. So Scecina naturally declines that one. That means it is 4th and 12 for the Hornets.
Well, you know, if you're Beech Grove, you're playing line, you see Reel scrambling, you think, okay, he's going to take off. So the linemen have a tendency to want to go downfield. That's what happened on that play.
And it is a strong offensive line for Beech Grove. Been playing great all year. Bailey's wide to the top. Keon Tyler's the running back.
There's a flag. It's going to back him up some more.
So 4th and 17. Not quite a country mile, Bill Ludlow.
Not quite.
Almost.
You know, I got something I got to tell you. You know, the last 4 weeks you've been talking about the bakery, you know, and I've yet to see any baked goods come into this into our booths, you know.
You know, that's true. But you know where you can find them. There's 2 locations.
You're going to tell us, aren't you?
One in Lebanon on State Road 32. That's where you go, Tice Bake. They also you can call ahead. You can order online. There's plenty of options. Great donuts. Order the Persian. That's the best. Especially.
Coming in to do the punting is Josh Fryer.
Big Josh Fryer. Preseason all-conference punter, and you see why. That's rolling inside the 10 and down at the 8. Josh Fryer, target from multiple schools. As we said earlier, his dad was a big-time football player, a 4-year letterman at IU. He is the offensive line coach here at Beech Grove. Played for the Giants and Steelers. It's Jeff Fryer. Son, a multi-talented player out there playing offensive line, center specifically, and punting.
Scecina starting on their own 17-yard line.
4 minutes, 43 seconds left in the first half. Middlebrook, the running back, lines up in his own end zone, basically. Baker's the receiver at the bottom. They're going to give it to Middlebrook, and he's going to go down immediately in the backfield.
Boy, he just barely.
Ron Washington.
Barely got out of the end zone on that one, Jonathan.
And now, if you're Scecina, you're in a very precarious situation.
Looks like they.
2nd and 12. Ball on the 4. In the rain at the pit in Beech Grove. The receiver at the bottom of your screen, just off the screen, is David Baker. Just trust us, he's there.
Cover 1 coverage for Beech Grove now.
Ayers is going to look to throw. Over the middle.
Got him.
He gets it to number 11. That's Jaden Barnes, a junior. A much needed respite on 2nd down.
Kind of gets you out of your deep in your own end zone, and it's a 3rd and manageable now for Beech Grove, or for Scecina.
That's exactly, you stole the words right out of my head. 3rd and manageable is exactly what it is. On the scoreboard, they say 3rd and 2. It's a long 2 if that's the case. Hillman's wide to the top. Baker wide to the bottom. Barnes, McCormick, Messer, the other receivers in the far slot. They go to Baker, one of the better receivers in the state. Eludes one, skips over another, and is popped out of bounds, but has a first down for the Crusaders with 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this half.
Now, if you're Scecina, you know, you were deep in your own end zone. You've worked yourself out. You've got, like Jonathan said, we're approaching the 3-minute mark. You want to eat up as much of this clock as you want. Maybe take it into the halftime with a 1-point lead.
Middlebrook is the running back. Back with Ayers. Bottom of your screen is Baker and Barnes.
They're loading the box
McCormick,
up
Messer,
there.
and Hillman to the top. Handoff is to Middlebrook, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Second down and long. 2.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And while we got a second, a little announcement from our friends here at IndianaSRN. We broadcast more than 300 sporting events a year in Central Indiana. We'll need your assistance to keep growing. Located on our webpage is the donate button, not donut. If you'd like to see more sports in IndianaSRN, please consider donation. As Mac Ayers flips it to David Baker, tries to roll to the sideline and has a first down. You'll see more stuff like that if you donate. Every dollar raised goes to getting more games on the air on behalf of our team here at IndianaSRN. We thank you for your consideration. IndianaSRN, we are always in the game. 1st and 10 for Scecina. 2 minutes, 6 seconds to go in the first half.
You know, Jonathan talked about how balanced Scecina is. It looks like they're getting comfortable now with running the ball, and Ayers now able to throw some passes, complete some passes, finding David Baker.
Baker had been quiet in the first half. He's been active now. Ayers eludes the rush. Buys him some time. Is in trouble, though, and down he goes.
And that's just what you need if you're Beech Grove defense. You flushed him out of the pocket.
Into the arms of Sean Small.
Receiver, all the receivers were well covered downfield. And Ayers, he still had the mindset that he wanted to throw the ball, but nothing there. You know, I think I would have tucked it and tried to pick up some yardage but the result of the play, they got thrown for a loss.
2nd and 14 when we come back from this timeout. Though we are going to stay here. Been a misnomer. We are going to check the Titus Bakery out-of-town scoreboard. For Buff, Jesuit, the 3A runner-up last year, if I'm correct. Bill?
Yes.
3A? They're playing the Southport Cardinals, who Bill and I saw last week. They are tied at 14 in the second. Lafayette Jeff and Harrison are tied at 7 in the second quarter. Heritage Christian, Eastern Hancock. The Eagles of Heritage Christian lead Eastern Hancocks 10-0. Again, here at IndianaSRN, as the read so eloquently stated, we have a lot of games going on. You've heard from most of them. Covenant Christian, they're visiting the Manual Redskins tonight. Southport at Burbuff. Park Tudor at Traders Point. Harrison at Lafayette Jeff. And Eastern Hancock at Heritage Christian. We'll talk about our game next week in a little while. A lot of big games going around the state, including this one. Woods is the running back.
Cover 1 for Beech Grove.
And Ayers will fire, and Ayers has none. Incompletion. McCormick Messer had it in his hands. Theory McCormick Messer, the junior, and brings up 3rd and long with $1:48 to go in this first half.
You know, the safety for Beech Grove was moving in, and then he backed up when he saw that they weren't going to run it. They were going to pass it, but didn't need the safety on that one. Your safety valve, he was...
Middlebrook back in at running back. Ayers. Huge 3rd down. Firing. Baker at first down by a few yards, close to the 40. They're going to mark him actually at about the 37-yard line. The 43-yard line. Romeo Eccles on the stop. He's had a great year so far defensively for the Hornets.
You know, the last time these two played two teams played was last year about this time, and Scecina won that one 41-21.
A lot higher scoring than it is tonight so far. Far sideline, Hillman tiptoes down the white stripe and has another first down for Scecina. And we replay coming up as they quickly hurry up to the line.
Here's that pass.
Baker.
It was completed to Baker.
Baker, good connection with Ayers. Exactly what he wanted.
Baker knew where he had to go to pick up that first down. He made his turn, and Ayers was able to find him.
Speaking of which, Ayers, he finds Barnes this time, but it was incomplete. Clock stops with 1:13 to go in the second quarter and the first half. Stay tuned for our halftime program where I have some recaps from this game, what's going on around the state, what we have coming up ahead here on the IndianaSRN webcast, and some words from our friends at the IHSAA. Ayers eluding the massive rush and flings this to a man standing on the sideline writing a notebook. Didn't catch it.
I like the thought process on Ayers on that one. Instead of, he almost got thrown for another loss, but he eluded that tackler, and there was nothing there, so he was outside the pocket, was able to just throw it away instead of taking that loss because, you started this drive on your own 17-yard line, and we're under a minute to go here in the first half.
54 seconds to be specific. That's Barnes, McCormick, Messer, and Baker to the bottom of your screen. Hillman wide to the top. Middlebrook, the running back. Ayers rolling to his right. Fires this one. McCormick Messer has a touchdown if he can hang on, but he can't. Theory McCormick Messer maybe should have left the gloves on.
He had it in his hands, but he looked upfield before he was able to grasp the ball and hold on to it.
That's what you were worried about, Bill, earlier in the game. The wet conditions, wet football. It's difficult to catch and throw.
Scecina got this ball at the 4:43 mark, Jonathan. So they're eating up
almost all of it.
The rest of this quarter.
47 seconds left. All spread out for Mac Ayers. Looking left, throwing over the middle, tipped and almost intercepted.
Oh, man.
4th and 10. Charles Ellis, the senior, number 11, on the tip for the Hornets. And you're going for this one, right, Bill?
Yeah, you got 40 seconds to go. Might as well.
So we have a timeout by Scecina. They're going to talk it over. So this lets us talk this over, Bill. We marketed this game as a battle of unbeatens. A great matchup in the state. There's a lot of great matchups in the state tonight. But we were talking about how good this one has been, or will be, and it has been just that.
It's lived up to all that we've talked about all week long. And, we kind of had the same thing last week with the Southport and Columbus North, but then we saw what Columbus North did in that second half. For Beech Grove, you get to receive the ball in this to start the second half. So we'll see if they want to see what Scecina can do, if they can convert on this or give it back to Beech Grove with 42 seconds to go.
We mentioned that there's a lot of good matchups going on around the state. We'll look to our Titus Bakery out-of-town scoreboard to get an update on some of those. One of them, Cathedral and Bishop Chatard, a huge game among the Catholic schools in Indianapolis. They're tied at 7. Brownsburg, in maybe the biggest game of the day, Brownsburg leads Avon 14-0. And the biggest play of the game so far, 4th and 10. Woods the running back.
No man
Here's the quarterback.
Deep.
Firing. It's deep enough, but it's high and outside of Baker. Turnover on downs with 36 seconds to go in the half.
So Beech Grove gets it back, like Jonathan said, with 36 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
And Bill, if I'm counting correctly in my head, that's the third turnover for Scecina.
Yeah.
That second one on downs.
Beech Grove just take a knee here and come back for the second half. Regroup. That's exactly what they're going to do.
And they will enter the half trailing the number 1 Scecina Crusaders 7-6. We've got 27 whole seconds to get ready for this one. But Bill, it's been a thrilling game, low-scoring game, lots of turnovers. This is like a late fall game, but we got it here early in September.
Yeah, what a way to start out the month of September with a ball game like this between the two heavyweights, and we'll see what kind of adjustments both teams make at halftime.
So Bill, if you would kindly give us a recap of the two scoring drives. They had a lot of turnovers. What have we seen so far this game?
Well, for Beech Grove, Scecina got the ball. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Beech Grove got it, and then they fumbled the ball on their own fumbled it at the 10-16 mark, and Scecina recovered. Scecina went 6 plays. Ayers throws an interception. Then Beech Grove comes back, starts on their own 15, and then Real runs it in for a TD. The extra point try was no good. Then for Scecina in the second quarter at the 9:50 mark, Ayers hits Payne for a TD, and Smith comes in, makes the extra point, and that's where we stand right now at halftime at 7-6 in favor of Scecina.
Also around where we stand around the state on our IndianaSRN family of networks, Heritage Christian leads Eastern Hancock 17-0. Hamilton Southeastern leads Fishers. We don't have that game, but HSC leads 10-7. Park Tudor and Traders Point tied at 0. Ben Davis leads their game 8-7 for Buff Southport. No update yet, set 14-14. We'll give you, we're going to step away for a little bit, folks, but don't go anywhere. We have a cool little presentation from the Indiana High School Athletic Association, better known to everybody, including myself as the IHSAA, and we'll be back in a little bit. You see the halftime score here on IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Atlas Excavating. When you have public, commercial, or private utility work that needs to be done quickly and with an eye of quality, look no further than Atlas Excavating. We have the most highly trained, industrial certified master excavators with years of experience working both with public and private clients. Give Atlas Excavating a call at 765-429-4800.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Hello, my name is Sean Kroll, and I've been a part of the IndianaSRN family for the last 9 years. Last year, we streamed a record 326 sporting events around Central Indiana. All the other guys broadcast basketball and football, but we at IndianaSRN also air volleyball, softball, baseball, and even golf. But we need your help. To continue our mission, please help us by contacting Coach at IndianaSRN.org. IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Craving comfort fresh food made from scratch daily? Check out Aspen Creek Grill. Located across from Hamilton Town Center and beside the Holiday Inn, we offer family farm-raised premium black Agnes steaks hand-cut daily, creamy pastas, salmon chicken, and fall-off-the-bone ribs. Start with our famous powwow shrimp appetizer and don't miss our refreshing drinks. Family-friendly or a great night out with friends. Aspen Creek Grill. Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Call 317-559-3300.
Well, the foundation was a dream that I had when I first took over as commissioner in 2011. And one of the first questions that was asked to me upon assuming the new job was, what are you going to do to help schools? And one of those was to try to help them financially. And so we've been working on this notion of trying to help schools financially, but at the same time, try to emphasize and accentuate the education side of athletics. And we like to call ourselves education-based athletics. Because of that, we're trying to fund programming that might not necessarily be funded by a member school, such as leadership training for student athletes, coaching education for our coaches, and those types of initiatives where we can expand our breadth and depth of what we're doing and then try to help our member schools with the students that they serve.
Well, I just joined the foundation in September. I'm thrilled for the opportunity to be part of this team and part of this program. I love high school athletics. It's been meaningful for me, my family, and my children, and I'm just thrilled for the opportunity to be part of the team. Well, I feel so excited about this opportunity because we can make a difference. And I feel like when you come into this job, for me personally, you get a chance to go make a difference in this area of the state, in all three of our districts, from state line to state line.
I heard about the foundation from Bobby Cox, and he called me and said, would you be interested? Well, how do you say no to an organization that your father's been involved in? I've participated. I've given lectures to coaches on athletic training and participation. So I jumped at the opportunity to give something back to the IHSAA.
Well, the foundation's set up currently to start to provide programs for schools around the state, specifically for student leadership opportunities, coach, administrator, principal, superintendent development opportunities for them as well. So some of our future plans would include raising money so we can provide scholarships for students and deserving students, also provide grants to some of the schools around the state that don't have the resources that a lot of the other bigger schools may have.
Well, obviously sports is our world here at the Indianapolis Colts, and you can't work for a pro football team without being a huge proponent of sports in general. And the things that sports teaches young people, it mirrors life in a lot of ways. It teaches teamwork and goal setting and perseverance, discipline, and it also teaches you the rewards of hard work. And there's such a high an adrenaline rush when you've achieved or been victorious or performed well after months, if not years, of preparation and hard work. And that's just one of the reasons that we support the IHSAA Foundation.
Yes, I think that quite clearly there are communities that have rallying, galvanizing impacts, and high school sports has always been that in the state of Indiana. But you also see that growing commitment around communities as they spend their evenings with their children as well as with the people that they know in their communities, and it really brings communities together. So I think that high school athletics has a significant role in positive development of our various communities around the state. You can't quite compete if you don't have the same equipment, you don't have the same resources, you don't have the same nutrition, you don't have the same sort of coaching, but you can elevate that by contributing to the IHSAA's foundation, which supports those initiatives.
Every young person deserves the opportunity just the same to participate and to be a part of things. And So the opportunity the foundation has to increase the role of student athletes in their community, to strengthen the relationship and the role and the effectiveness and the leadership of their coaches, to learn to be leaders. Being a part of a team is a great leadership development experience.
Women who are in board roles, women who are leading companies, guess what? One of the number one alignment items is leadership in played high school and probably college sports. That matters, and both of those are education-based. So it had an impact on me. I'm now a businesswoman. I also coach basketball, but having to juggle education and sports and perform both at a high level is really, really a lesson learned for life.
Education-based athletics matters, the student and the athlete. We take that seriously, the student first, the athlete second. The field of play is an extension of the classroom where these kids are learning life lessons that they will take with them for the rest of their lives.
Athletics is an extension of the classroom. And how it impacted me, I had to learn how to operate on a team. And then as I became a captain, then I had to learn how to coach and guide my colleagues. Guess what? That then happened at work. 10 and 20 and now 30 years later. You have to learn how to show up and be on time. The bus leaves. If you're not there, you can't go. Many times, the discipline and the feedback isn't maybe as harsh as it is in the classroom, and it's very quick and potentially harsh, but kind and loving and wanting to get better in sports and on the field.
I think in high school athletics, you learn a lot about leadership. I was able to be a team captain for 3 years, and I learned so much that it's not just about the position, but it's about the influence that you're able to make towards a positive change with a mission greater than yourself. And that lesson for me has been able to apply to going to Notre Dame, being a team captain there, to going and playing 5 years professionally and a year in the NBA. And there's a difference in the resilience of the athletes that played high school athletics. And there's a difference in how they're able to bounce back the day after a tough loss, or they're able to bounce back after a coach corrects them on the thing that they need to do. And the resilience and the opportunity to be able to lead in that way is something that's going to carry well past, but be able to be learned better there than it can, in my opinion, any other place.
Well, our patrons can all go to our website and they can get involved with donating to the foundation. We like to call that investing. We're investing in young people, investing in our schools. And then our schools will have an opportunity to solicit funds in the forms of grants from our foundation board, and we will entertain those grants on an annual basis and make awards based upon those requests that we receive. And we want that to be an ongoing and a growing opportunity for not only our patrons that support us at our contest in our communities, but also our member schools to identify things they feel that are important in their schools and their communities where they need additional funding and support, and that's something that the foundation can be a part of.
Meet Dave. Dave is working full-time supporting his growing family. Dave realizes that no matter how hard he works, his unfinished degree is impacting the ability to advance in his career. Dave's friend shared an email with him about Horizon University. Maybe this is the answer he's been looking for. Horizon University is a fully accredited university that offers degree programs for business and ministry-minded individuals wanting to finish their degree. Horizon U is faith-based, and Dave likes the flexible weekly schedule and short semesters. He's relieved to find out that tuition is both affordable and the majority of students actually qualify for financial aid. With class schedules designed to work around his busy career and family, Dave is beginning to see a dim light growing on the horizon of his career path. Listen to this testimonial from a student at Horizon. I started at Horizon U after 20 years of being out of college. I wasn't sure how well my school could integrate with my career, my working a second job, and time with my family. I was so relieved that my professors understood and helped me to stay on track. I'm now taking 2 classes per semester, and I think I've found my groove. I love that I can apply what I'm learning in everyday life. Thanks, Horizon U. Visit horizonuniversity.edu to check it out for yourself and start the process. And make sure to mention that Dave sent you.
Electrical Maintenance Specialist LLC is locally owned and operated by Brian McElroy and Dana Jackson Darrington and has been a part of the IBEW 481 since the year 2000. Located in Mooresville, Indiana, Electrical Maintenance Specialist provides professional, outstanding, personalized, and quality electrical services to commercial, industrial, and residential clients. Please call Electrical Maintenance Specialist at 317-483-3234.
Think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
You can watch us play here on IndianaSRN. 7-6 the score in favor of the visitors from Class 2A. Scecina, Beech Grove 6. It's a tropical, it's a downpour out there. I hope you all are warm and cozy as we bring you this game. I'm Jonathan Mathis, Bill Ludlow to my right. Before we recap what's happened, let's look ahead for a little bit. Next week on our IndianaSRN webcast, we're going to venture all the way to West Lafayette for the Harrison Raiders and the Anderson Indians. Bill Ludlow, looking forward to this one?
Looking forward to that one, Jonathan. We got, for Anderson High School, we're going to see one of our good friends. The head coach at Anderson now is Ron Qualls. Ron has been a color analysis for us here a few times on IndianaSRN. But he took the head coaching job at Anderson. Be nice to reunite with Coach Qualls up at Harrison of West Lafayette. And then we get to see also Terry Peoples, who is from the Indianapolis area, and his brother Bill coaches at Cathedral, and Terry's up at Harrison. So it'll be nice, kind of like a little reunion there, kind of sorts, up there at Lafayette next week. West Lafayette.
We don't want to mix them up, although they're a little bit more friendly now. But currently, Harrison is trailing Lafayette Jeff, second quarter, 17-7. Anderson is losing to Marion, 14-2, including a safety, mind you. Those aren't two touchdowns. But both teams a little bit struggling. But it's a great game for them to both get on track here at the midpoint of the season.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fantastic game up there because I know what Qualls brings to the table with the Anderson Indians, and I know what Terry Peoples will bring to the table next week. So, again, another exciting game. Harrison Raiders, Anderson Indians. Don't talk to my wife about the Anderson Indians. When she's from Anderson, when she went to Anderson, it was where Anderson High School is now was Anderson Madison Heights. They closed it down, moved Anderson to there. She's like, I don't have a high school anymore. They moved the Indians into the pirate area at Anderson.
You know what? I'll pray for her. I'll pray for her to get over that. But something we don't have to get over is the excitement we've had so far today. Bill, it's a low-scoring game, but we've had a couple of touchdowns, and both by the quarterbacks.
Yeah, you look at Beech Grove. They got the ball on their own 15 at 6:54 to go.
Here's the first one.
Here in the first quarter, and Reel just kept it himself. He's using that RPO offense that the Beech Grove Hornets run, and he was able to score. Unfortunately, the extra point was no good. They got the ball, Jonathan, at 6:54 to go in the first quarter, and at 2:36, Reel takes it in for a touchdown. And that's the way we ended the first quarter, 6-0 Beech Grove.
And that's Real's 5th touchdown of the season on the ground. Specifically, he's got 10, not 10, he's got 8 overall. Another high-profile scoring athlete, Mac Ayers, he delivered as well.
Mac Ayers at the 9:50, they got the ball at the 9:50 on their 15, or on Beech Grove's 15, and he throws a dart right to Payne. And Payne brought it in for the touchdown. Smith comes in for the extra point. Jonathan, that's where we stand at halftime, 7-6 Scecina. In that first quarter, 2 turnovers by each team. Beech Grove fumbled on their first play of their first drive of the evening. Then Scecina Ayers throws another interception. Then in the second quarter, Scecina turned it over on downs twice. And Beech Grove again also turned it over on downs. So 3 turnovers for Scecina, 2 for Beech Grove. If you're the coaches, you come out at after halftime, you have to stress protect the ball, and we've seen it, several times here tonight.
And it's kind of interesting, Bill, when you look back at those highlights, it looks like 2 completely different games. It looks so much sunnier in the first one, but it's nighttime now. We're under Friday night lights. The rain is pouring down. And, Bill, right quick, what does Scecina and Beech Grove, besides protect the ball, what do they need to do in the second half?
If you're that offensive line for Beech Grove, you got to open up some more big holes there for Pope and Real and Quanzel Jones for Beech Grove, and just continue to pound that ball because you're going to get it to start the second half. So eat up as much as this second half as you can. If you're Scecina, you're a purely balanced offense. Continue to rely on that balanced offense.
And here we are, 12 minutes on the clock, 24 left in the game. Keon Tyler is far to the top. The returner, back of your screen. Keani Johnson is the one on the near side, and the ball is not cooperating as you see the rain sweeping from the far end zone from the left to the right.
The kicking ball, he doesn't even want to be out there in the rain. He said, hurry up and kick me. Get me out of here.
Spencer Martinelli's going to come in and help. Reluctantly. Drew Smith is the kicker, wearing number 10. And now, at long last, the second half has begun. A good kick, Keon Tyler will return it. He's at the 20, the 25, and down he'll go just shy of the 25. Tavon Middlebrook on the tackle. And that is where Beech Grove will take over. They trail by 1 whole point.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments, if any, that Coach Weller brings to Beech Grove here in the second half.
That's Bill Ludlow. I'm Jonathan Mathis. In the rain in Beech Grove, Indiana. The Hornets unranked, not even receiving a vote. Looking to change that. Here's Terrace Pope. And the ground got him, the wet, damp ground, and he lost his footing.
He had that seal. That they talk about all the time, but as he made his cut, like Jonathan said, the ground got him.
2nd down and 6. He still got 4 yards out of it. $11 minutes, 28 to go here in the third quarter. Real at quarterback. Small was in motion. Tyler on the run, and he's going to squeak through some of the defenders. It'll be 3rd down for the Hornets.
In that first half, Scecina ran 30 offensive plays, Beech Grove 23.
3rd and 6.
But most of those offensive plays for Scecina was with 4:43 to go in that second quarter. 12-play drive, but they turned it over on downs.
We want to say correction, 3rd and 4. Romeo Eccles, the receiver to the far side. They're not going to give it to him. It is to Keon Tyler, and he didn't get much of anything. One Crusader did lose his helmet. That was Jackson Pruitt. And fourth down.
So with that, he's got to come off the field for one play. And they're putting Josh Fryer back to punt.
Big Josh Fryer's field position battle begins here in the second half. The driving rain.
Before the game, I was down on the field and was watching Fryer punt it. The young man can really get his foot into it, I'm telling you.
He can, and he's going to need it now. Looks like he's got the wind behind him. The front edge of Tropical Storm Gordon. We'll get it full force of it tomorrow. Thank you, Alabama. Fryer booms it. Chasing back the Crusaders is still going. And it's going to check up just short of the goal line at the 1.
Oh, wow. Good job there, Josh Fryer, to get your foot into it and pin Scecina deep.
It's got a good look for the recruiting sites.
I think it was a 69-yard punt is what they're saying.
So Scecina, if it is a battle of field positions, they are starting up. They're back to their own end zone. That did not stop them last time, although they have turned it over 3 times. Twice on downs.
Well, they say it's going to be on their own 5.
Middlebrook, the running back. Hillman is wide to the bottom. Hand off to Middlebrook. He's tried to look outside. He looked inside. He juked and jittered, and he got close to the first down.
Nice move there by Middlebrook. Like Jonathan said, he tried to bounce it outside, nothing there. Was able to get it back inside and find that little lane, again, that we always talk about.
9 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Scecina with a 1-point lead and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 15.
You had them pinned deep at their own 5, but Middlebrook was able to give them a little bit
Baker's
more
wide to the top. Woods the running back. He's going to have it. And he's going to go down in the backfield. Nick Smock was there on the stop. 2nd and long. Second and 12 to be precise.
Just right before halftime, it came a downpour again, but it's kind of let up now.
Tyshawn Woods stays at running back. He's going to get the pitch. Trying to get around the far side and won't. Swarmed by the Hornets again. Taryn Washington been all over the field defensively tonight. Gets the stop there. The leading tackler for the Hornets, and he's showing why. Eight minutes, 10 seconds to go. 3rd and 16. Brooks is wide to the top. Hillman wide to the far side. Ayers with space, flips it, and is tipped away from Amir Lloyd. Romeo Eccles was there to break up the pass for the Hornets, and it's 4th and very long for the Crusaders.
You know, he had 2 receivers out here in this area, and, you know, he went for Lloyd, and Amir just couldn't quite bring it in. Late personnel coming in for both teams now.
Ayers will be the punter. Tyler and Johnson are back to return. Just off your screen, here's the replay. The punt is away. It's a sidewinder, and it's going to twist out of bounds. Not a good one from Mac Ayers.
Going to go in the favor of Beech Grove Hornets on that one.
And the Hornets are going to have tremendous field position with 7 minutes and 47 seconds left in this third quarter. Gavin Mitchell wide to the bottom. Reel hands it to the up back. It is Tyler. He's got some room. He slips through a couple, and he's down close to the 10-yard line.
The guy that had him was Ruben, but he didn't. You know, when you've got a guy like that, you got to wrap the legs, and most of the time you're going to stop him, but he was just too strong, too athletic to, and he broke that tackle.
Quick Russian. It was Terrace Pope on the carry, 14 yards. Pope is the near running back. This is Tyler, though, and he dives forward and squeaks for a couple yards inside the 10. 7 minutes, 8 seconds, and counting.
Kion Taylor is 5'6", 155.
And he's elusive, Bill. 2nd and 8 from the 9. Tyler's to Reel's left. Pope is to Reel's right. The handoff to Pope. He had the big run, and he creeps close to the 5, down at about the 6.
Making the first contact was for Scecina defense was Spencer Martinelli.
Lance Linder also went on the play. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the third.
Feels like it's been a fast-moving quarter here, Jonathan.
It has, Bill. We've been blowing through it. Tyler left, Pope right. Reel in the gun. He's going to keep it, but flags go flying.
False start on Beech Grove.
And a 3rd and short.
I think that's what it is. Because if they call the play dead, now the officials are it's offside on defense.
So a 3rd and short becomes a 1st and goal. And if we talked at the beginning of the quarter, but a game of field positions, Beech Grove started with not great, but a tremendous punt put Scecina in terrible field position, and then a bad punt by the Crusaders, and here's Beech Grove knocking on the door.
Reel's looking over at Coach Weller like, what's our play? And
so
he got it in.
So it's not first down, it is 3rd and 2. Reel, Tyler has the first, still rolling, and the touchdown! Hornets lead 12-7. And a flag goes flying after the play. Now, if this is on the Hornets, Bill, the touchdown would still count.
They'll put it on the
unsportsmanlike, most likely.
Yep.
So this is big though because it's a 5-point game right now. But if you're going for 2 to give you a 7-point lead, well, then you're going to have to go a long distance. Just gave Ott Hurley an explanation.
So the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
I don't know.
I
think I would, if I was Scecina, I'd take it now, Bill, because then you make this 2-point conversion's huge for Beech Grove. Well, both teams.
So we'll scratch the TD run.
No,
right?
No, the run counts.
The run counts. Okay.
This is the extra point. So it is 12-7 still. 5 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third. Battle of unbeatens. You're in a very soggy Beech Grove. Here's Reel with his left arm. Fade to the end zone. And it's knocked away incomplete. So it will stay 12-7 in favor of the Hornets. And we will go to break here in IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Today's games brought to you by Shin Technology Service Corporation. Technology is about humans and not about machines. Dave and his crew has provided 27 years of software needs. Give them a call. Shin Technology Service Corporation. You may reach him by phone at 317-545-3650 or shintechnology.com. For more information, contact Dave, 317-545-3650.
Time was that great opportunities came to me. But first I needed to prepare for the greatness that awaited me. So I asked and became a Freemason. The rest is history. For me, the time has passed. For you, time is. Time to prepare for greatness if it's in you. Now, you may listen to me or not, but Freemasonry has been preparing great men since our country's founding. So do you have greatness in you? Ask.
MillersvilleLodge.org. Welcome back to a damp Beech Grove. And the game is restarted. Woods will field the bounding kickoff and rolls forward to the 30 at the moment. Make that the 35, and he's ushered violently out of bounds by the Hornets. And you look at that score, it's changed 12-7. And the reason, Bill Ludlow, because of this.
Well, Beech Grove got the ball at 7:47 on Scecina's 25-yard line, and then they ran a 5-play drive. And Tyler runs it in for the TD. The extra point was no good. That's where we stand, 12-7.
And what's interesting, Beech Grove has not converted either of their extra point opportunities. One was a missed kick. One they had to throw for it. Middlebrook, the running back here. Mac Ayers and the Scecina Crusaders are trailing. Ayers keeps it. Ayers fires. Has Baker. And he tried to juke out one player, but a good tackle by the cornerback. And it's going to keep them just short of the first down. Second down for Scecina.
You know, and you talked about David Baker, you know, throughout this ball game. And, you know, he's the go-to guy for the Scecina Crusaders.
Donovan Bailey, number 24 for Beech Grove on the tackle. Middlebrook stays in at running back. Payne is the receiver at the bottom of your screen. Ayers will give it to Middlebrook this time, and he's not going anywhere. The Hornets were all over it. Taryn Washington burst through the line to deliver the first pop.
That defensive line consists of Small, Tabor, Washington. Washington coming in from his inside linebacker spot.
3rd and 4.
Listed as an inside linebacker. He can come up and line up on that line.
Third and 4 for Scecina. Quick throw, screen. Baker eludes some and gets the first down, and that is why he's rated so highly, Bill.
Yeah, David Baker. He is a junior. At 6'2", 185 pounds. He also used to play on the basketball team at Scecina.
He's getting looks at from, and he has offers from IU, Purdue, Iowa, Michigan, and Ball State. So a lot of Big Ten interest. And the Cardinals. So where Mac Ayers going next year. He's going to fire. He completes it to Amon Hillman, I believe. And that's another first down for Scecina.
Hillman was able to run his route, ran a slant route, and just got in that soft cover area that Beech Grove was playing, and Ayers was able to hit him. Connect.
Going into the win with 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Payne at the bottom. Baker, McCormick, Messer, and Hillman to the top. The handoff is to Woods. And he fights forward.
Lost the ball.
But Bill's right, he did lose it. And Scecina's seeding it. And the ball goes to Beech Grove. Turnover number 4 for the Crusaders. Donovan Bailey recovered it. And in sloppy games, Bill Ludlow, you got to take care of the football.
Man, you do. You've got to. And like Jonathan said, that is Scecina's 4th turnover. So Beech Grove gets it at 3:27 on their own 35.
Quick update on the Titus Bakery scoreboard. Southport leads Brebeuf 24-21. It's Beech Grove leads 12-7 as Jordan Reel gets about half the yardage needed out to the far sideline.
So we've seen this from Jordan Reel several times throughout, the last couple of times we've had him.
Very dynamic quarterback. Three minutes to go here in the third. It's Tyler on the give. And he had one player lose his helmet. Tyler tried to plant his feet for a juke and met the mud and then met a defender.
Number 73 for Beech Grove lost his helmet. That's Radon Tabor.
Well, now it is 3rd and 1 for the Hornets after a big momentum shift, recovering the fumble after the Woods fumble. Romeo Eccles wide to the top. Pope and Tyler back with him. It goes to Tyler, and he has the first down, I believe, by just a matter of millimeters.
When you got a small guy like that, he can find the lanes, and it's hard to tackle somebody, that small.
Peyton Mattingly was the one who was able to tackle him. But a new set of downs for Beech Grove. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third. Pope to Reel's right. Tyler to Reel's left. Jordan hands it to Terrace Pope, and he runs into his own man, or he still might be running. Terrell Rasco on the stop.
They're switching footballs now. They're bringing in a dry one.
The synchronicity on the tosses needs to be improved. $1:30 to go here in the third.
Don't put him in a circus at the juggling act, right?
Echoes wide to the top. Mitchell wide to the bottom. This is Terrace Pope.
And stopped in the
his legs taken away from him. 3rd and long. Liam Wright on the stop. Third and 5. If you can keep this drive going, Bill, not only does it put your offense in a more advantageous position, but it is just milking this clock.
And when you got a lead like that, that's what you want to do.
Here's Tyler darting close to a first down. I think he might have it. Depends on the spot, Bill.
I don't know. It doesn't look good from here. And they bring it up, 4th down. And it looks like Weller's keeping the offense on the field.
So it'll be 4th and very little. Quickly up to the ball. Reel under center. Normally means a sneak. And he's stopped!
He didn't get it.
He hesitated for a moment, and the Crusaders surged through, and it's a turnover on downs.
And it was number 42, Elijah Phillips, leading the charge for Scecina.
22 seconds left in the third quarter, and Scecina gets a stop they needed at midfield almost.
Take over on their own 44.
The rain stopped a little bit. It slowed up at least. Woods the running back. A very dirty David Baker is at the bottom of your screen. Ayers.
Penalty flag.
And you know what?
Movement on Scecina.
You know what, Bill? While they're marching backward, just give us an opportunity. You want to go through that Aspen Grill trivia question again?
Sure. Our Aspen Creek Grill trivia question. In 1973, there were 3 classes in IHSAA for football. Can you name the state champions in each class? There was 3A, 2A, and 1A. A hint, the runners-up in 3A, Cathedral, 2A, Blackford, 1A, Providence.
And you can tweet those answers to IndianaSRN. Winner gets a $25 discount, and this is a duck and almost intercepted.
Oh, man.
Romeo Eccles almost picked it. Theory McCormick Messer was the intended receiver. That he would still be running, Bill.
Yeah, he was wide open if he would have connected on that one. But like Jonathan said, Eccles just stepped in front and almost, he could have had a pick 6. He had a pick 6 there if he would have been able to haul that ball in.
Not the crispest pass. Slipped in his fingers. Hillman and McCormick Messer near us. Baker to the top. Woods the running back. And here he is.
There he goes.
Charging forward, dragging some Hornets with him. And a little bit of a tussle between Hornet, both number 7s, between Gavin Mitchell and Armand Hillman. Very consistent.
Well, no harm, no foul.
All right, folks. That will do it for the third. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot coming up next in the fourth on IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
If you find yourself confronted by unwanted pests in your home or office, then you need to contact the professionals at Kim Mountain Pest Control. We offer quality pest control solutions at an affordable price. We specialize in ants and termites. We're also available to handle a variety of other pests, including roaches, fleas, and flying insects, as well as rats and mice. Don't wait until pests cause severe damage to your home or property. Contact the team of experts at Kim Mountain Pest Control today.
Thanks to Rick McIntyre and McIntyre Imaging for their support of Christian radio and sports. Their service is capturing moments in time and images that provide a record of the celebrations, blessings, and gifts the Lord has given. McIntyre Imaging Products gives their clients a snapshot of life for family and future generations. You may reach Rick and his staff at McIntyre Imaging at www.mcintyreimaging.com.
Welcome to the fourth quarter. Welcome to the fourth quarter, everybody. Here's the gun. Woods, the running back. 3rd and 7. It's to Woods. He's battling. He's close. He doesn't. Maybe. I don't think he has it.
It's going to be close. It depends on the spot of the ball.
And judging by this near spot, he doesn't. He's about a yard, maybe 2 short. It's David Baker hobbling off. Something to duly note.
He didn't bounce right back up, but guess what? He's staying in the game, and it looks like Ayers is back to punt.
4th and 1. Going to give the ball back. A little bit of confusion over by both teams on who's on what team. Now Baker's off. Ayers fakes it. He looks to throw. He looks to run. He's going to have it. And still going. And popped out of bounds at the 40. Diving, a tough hit.
When you got a quarterback as athletic as Ayers and he goes back to punt, you got to be cognizant of where he's at.
And a fresh set of downs. This is a quick breather to check the Titus Bakery out-of-town scoreboard. Covenant Christian and Manuel are tied at 6. Heritage Christian leads Eastern Hancock 19-6.
Kind of took the sail out of the defense of Beech Grove on that one.
Middlebrook, the running back, in the back of the pistol. He has it, and darting forward, close to another first down, maybe 9-yard gain. Tavon Middlebrook has had himself a game, Bill.
You know, Tavon Middlebrook, he is a senior at 5'9", 170. Athletic young man, and he's got the power.
10 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Here's once again in the pistol.
Single coverage for Beech Grove.
Mack flips over the middle,
Got
and it's
him.
caught. And he tried to hurdle one, but he can't. David Baker.
Now we got a penalty flag down, and Ayers is slow getting up,
roughing
roughing
the passer. And that's some bonus yardage.
It certainly is for this Scecina ball club. And if you're Coach Weller, you're not happy about that.
Teron Washington, the guilty party. The leading tackler for the Hornets. He was a little too overzealous that time.
Here's the replay.
Oh, here comes Washington. Yep.
Man, he laid the hit on him.
Baker tried to, bless his heart, he tried to do the hurdle, and it did not work.
You know, if you watched any NFL last night, you know, the Eagles and the Falcons, and one of the Eagles defenders got penalized for driving the quarterback into the ground, you know, so that's something the NFL ref's going to be watching out. And, you know, same thing here at the high school level.
10:05 to go. The ball is on the Beech, or is on the Scecina side of the 10. So technically,
that's on Beech Grove side.
You're right. So it's 1st and 10. The roar of the crowd. Washington, the running back. Ayers hands it to him, and he gets close to the 5. Got about 3. 2nd down, Scecina. Inside 10 minutes to play.
This whole drive, Jonathan, started with 22 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and it's carried over to the 4th quarter. We're up to like 8 plays now. This will be the 9th play of this drive.
Baker's wide to the bottom. Barnes, Hillman, and McCormick Messer wide to the top. He's looking their way. He fires that way.
Got it.
It's to McCormick Messer, and it's a touchdown for Scecina. And the Crusaders take the lead again. And Bill, this is where the last drive, the penalty on the extra point, the excessive celebration or taunting, really puts them at a disadvantage. Because Scecina, they can go up by 3 if they get the 2-pointer here. 9:09 frozen on the scoreboard. They're lining up to kick, though. Here's the hold. Smith to kick. And it's up. And it's good. It is 14-12 in favor of the visitors on IndianaSRN. We are always in the game.
Your home and office make up a big part of your world. Sometimes trying to manage it all on your own can make you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. And when the weight of the world is on your shoulders, you need a strong back or two to come to your rescue and haul your stress away. You need the College Hunks. Whether it's time to clear some space for new memories, to reinvent the room around you, or to simply pack up and move into a fresh new beginning, you can count on the Hunks to bear your burden so you don't have to. Let us move you today.
Life Centers offers love and compassion to all women and men who come through our 8 centers. The goal of this love and compassion is that we would not only save babies from abortion, but also transform lives and create families. The forms of this love and compassion are our services. All of our services are offered free of charge to our clients. To learn more about Life Centers, contact us at lifecenters.com or call us at 317-280.
Welcome back, everybody. Fast-paced second half. The kick will go, and it's going to go off the shin of Tyler. He's able to pick it up, though, and doesn't elude the defender. Jake Reben. And that is where Beech Grove will take over deep in their own territory. And here's what happened, Bill. Mac Ayers. And this is Thierry McCormick Messer.
He just threw it right over there where the only one that could catch it was McCormick Messer.
It's a long drive, Bill, if I remember correctly.
It was like a 9-play drive.
Real. We'll give it. to Pope, and he lost the ball.
If Scecina gets it,
and
they
Scecina
do.
has it. Liam Wright, the junior, recovers it. That's a disastrous turnover.
Yeah, because
Potentially.
Scecina gets it deep in Beech Grove's territory.
Eight minutes, 58 seconds left in the game. And Scecina can really do some damage now. Tyshawn Woods, the running back. Near side receivers are Barnes and Baker. McCormick Messers to the left. He's not looking that way. He's throwing to Baker. It's a jump ball, and it's knocked away by Gavin Mitchell.
So you got Gavin Mitchell, who's 6'2", and David Baker is 6'2", so
mirror images.
The tall timbers went up for it, and nobody could come down with it.
8 minutes, 51 seconds, frozen on the scoreboard. Wide to the far side is Hillman, McCormick Messer, and Payne. Baker wide to the bottom, isolated. Ayers is looking his way, flows the footer, and it's caught. Touchdown, Scecina!
Oh, wow. What I didn't like about that defense for Beech Grove, there was zero coverage down there. They were relying on the man-to-man coverage, and Scecina beat them with it.
And now Beech Grove is looking up a big mountain. They trail 20-12 for the moment. Smith the kicker. Ayers the holder. The snap, the hold, it's up, it's through. The scores are now opposites of each other, 21-12 here in Beech Grove on IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Foron Homes is proud to present Briar Creek. Beautifully landscaped and maintained, today's manufactured homes provide durable, state-of-the-art housing at prices you can afford. Enjoy the tax benefits of owning, including lower property taxes, combined with easy maintenance of renting. Briar Creek, it's truly unique. The only 55-plus manufactured home neighborhood in the Indianapolis area. Located just east of I-465 on Pendleton Pike, near Fort Harrison State Park. Visit Briar Creek today.
At Auto Express, we offer friendly customer service, exceptional work, and fair pricing. Customer loyalty and confidence are important to us. When our customers have questions, we are ready with answers. We're open weekdays 8 to 6 and Saturday 8 to 3. Come visit Auto Express at 9065 East Pendleton Pike, just east of Post Road, or call 317-897-6618. Auto Express, we're here for your auto repair and maintenance needs.
Welcome back, everybody. The kick went out of the end zone and into the end zone, which is in Indiana high school football, an automatic touchback if it goes across the goal line. And as you see, Scecina has a pretty significant lead at this juncture in the game with 8 minutes and 46 seconds left because of something like this. The first play, Bill, he went to David Baker. The second one,
he went to David Baker too, and Baker just blew by his men, and Ayers just threw it right over the defender's head and right into Baker's arms. Two-play drive, touchdown, Crusaders.
It's going to Pope. He's into just a gauntlet of Crusaders. Didn't get much. Check this out, folks. IndianaSRN broadcasts more than 300 sporting events a year in Central Indiana, and we need your assistance to keep growing. Located on our webpage is a donate button. If you'd like to see more sports like this one, which is a great game, on IndianaSRN, please consider making a donation. Every dollar raised goes to more games on the air on behalf of everyone at IndianaSRN. We thank you, IndianaSRN, where we're always in the game. And oh my! And then we got a tussle.
Oh, here comes the flag out now.
That's been dangerous. Armand Hillman has been in the mix with several players this game. Keani Johnson was the Beech Grove Hornet. And sportsmanlike against Beech Grove. And
against Scecina.
That's what we call in the football world offsetting penalties.
So now the officials come over and they talk to each head coach, Mark Weller from Beech Grove, Odd Hurley from Scecina. Says, tell them to calm down. Let's not let this thing get out of hand.
3rd and 7 on the scoreboard. Inside 8 minutes to go. Tyler, the running back. And boy, do they need this. Reel rolls. Reel's got a good block from Keon Tyler. Still running. And knocked out of bounds. Well short of the first down. Next week, folks, Anderson and Harrison in West Lafayette at A.J. Rickard Field. Bill Ludlow, Jonathan Mathis, and our team for the webcast will be there. Hopefully you will be too. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better weather.
You know, as we get late, it's hard to believe, Jonathan, that we are in week 4 of high school football already.
Only 9. You're right. 4th and 2. Biggest play of the game so far for Beech Grove. Reel is going to go for it. And he's got it. And he's got a lot of room. He's to the 40. He's out across the 45.
McCormick Messer finally corralled him out of bounds.
Jordan Reel, we talked about him in the opening. The versatile quarterback for the Hornets delivers again. And we're inside 7.5 to go. It's a 9-point game. Tyler's to his left, Pope to his right, goes to Pope. Terrorist Pope got through one arm tackle but couldn't get through the next 2. Gain of 4.
It's going to be right up at the 50-yard line.
Quickly peeking at the Titus Bakery out-of-town scoreboard. Lafayette Jeff, that is, leads Harrison 24-7. Manuel and Covenant Christian are tied at 6.
Daniel's really playing some good football right now. They've got the Warriors tied up.
6.5 to go. Small in motion. And a false start.
You're right at the midfield stripe, and now it backs you back up into your territory. Only 5 yards, though. And with this running game of Pope and Tyler and Reel, they can pick that up pretty quick.
They need to. The clock is becoming a factor. Reel. This time gets it off legally. Fires. Intercepted! Armand Hillman.
Man, that's not what you needed if you're Beech Grove. He had his man, but then Hillman was able to corral that one in.
6:16 to go. With some medical attention, we're going to step away there after this replay. There it is. Armand Hillman picked it off, slipped down. And that is a significant motion. We'll be back in a second on IndianaSRN. We're always in the game. 1st and 10 for Scecina. 6 minutes, 16 seconds left. Welcome back, everyone. Ayers to Middlebrook, and he's close to a first down. Strong play by Scecina.
Middlebrook, again, he's been the workhorse all night for the Crusaders in the run game, and then Ayers has found a couple of receivers there when time needs for a pass.
5:50 to go. Bill, where are these two teams going next week?
Next week, Beech Grove's going to be on the road to Brown County, and the Scecina Crusaders will be on the road also at Roncalli.
And next week we'll be in West Lafayette for Harrison and Anderson. For more football here in Indiana SRN, Mac Ayers in the gun. Middlebrook, first down and more, running over people across the 40 to the 36.
More importantly, he picks up a first down and keeps that clock running, Jonathan.
And it's getting very late for Beech Grove. They need a stop desperately. And it was a great game so far. But in the fourth quarter, Scecina made the plays, Bill.
All of the games that we've had the last 4 weeks have been great games. This is, I think, it's got to be the greatest.
I think it's the best one. It's the best one. Middlebrook, the running back, behind Ayers in the pistol. Baker's at the bottom of your screen.
Cover one.
It goes to Middlebrook. They're keeping on the ground and grabbing him by the foot.
Penalty flag coming in.
Was Teron Washington. And the flag goes flying. And we'll see what it is. And holding on Scecina. Would you just decline this? Get the down? Decision time for Mark Willer.
Oh, they're going to give him.
So they're going to take the penalty. So there's 4 minutes and 47 seconds left. They're down 9.
So I think what he wants to do, he took the penalty. He's got him back by the 50-yard line. Hopefully the defense can put a stop here and maybe get the ball back in good field position.
Baker's receiver at the bottom. They won't give it to Middlebrook. They're going to fire, and it's off the hands and the face mask of Andrew Payne. He took his eyes off the ball, Bill Ludlow.
Yeah, you know, if you're a young receiver, man, you got to haul that ball in. It was right there. There's no reason that should have been incomplete.
Well, now the clock is frozen. 4 minutes, 29 seconds. 2nd and 20.
So working right into what I think Coach Weller wanted. But you're down 9, Jonathan, so you need a quick score, and then you need to hopefully get an onside kick.
And it's a low snap, and it's loose. But I believe Ayers was there. He had to crawl for it. 3rd and forever.
I think Weller wants a timeout right now. No, yeah, he's just calling in the play, the defensive play.
4 minutes, 4 seconds left. Clock running.
3rd and a country mile, folks.
Also known as 25 yards in this case.
What do you got in your playbook for 3rd and 25? A long pass, maybe.
David Baker is who I would go to. If they're not, they're going to give it to Middlebrook, who's stumbling, still going, and he gets it to about the 37-yard line. He needed to get it to the 28. And there's the timeout.
That's what Weller wants now. Takes that timeout with 3:38 to go here in the ball game.
So this is a big situation now. You have to score fast. Now, Beech Grove is not necessarily a fast-scoring team, but they got to find it in them, Bill.
I think if the field was in better shape, I'd say their chance of scoring quick would be good here. But the way this field is now, it's going to be hard. Not impossible.
Nope.
But hard.
A eventful fourth quarter. The quarter began with Beech Grove taking the lead, and then a stop, but then a turnover in deep in their own territory set up a go-ahead touchdown for Beech Grove, and then an interception set up another touchdown.
But here's the situation: 3:38 to go in the ball game. Scecina's still got a punt to Beech Grove. You want to hopefully get a good return here. If nothing else, come in and try to block that punt.
So 4th and 11. Eccles And Pope back to return the Mac Ayres punt. And it's bobbled, and it's picked up, and there's room to run. And Romeo Eccles got it to the 20. Oh, averting disaster and turning into a positive.
Oh, my.
They got about 10 yards, 10, 12 yards after the almost turnover.
But it could have been a little bit different there if the Scecina player would have been able to pounce on that loose ball.
So 3 minutes, 26 seconds. Beech Grove needs 80 yards.
They need 80. Touchdown.
And
onside kick. Another touchdown. Or nothing else, a field goal.
But they haven't. They only had the one extra point kick that went off the upright. It'd be interesting to see how eager they are to try that again.
Did we have a penalty flag?
Oh, it was a dead ball. So
okay. So they got a little bit further than 80 yards to go now.
Make that about 93. Okay, 3 minutes, 26 seconds. Beech Grove, it's really first and 93. Real is going to try it. Gets to the 7, crawled over one defender. That was Amir Lloyd. Second down. Clock running. 3:10 to go.
If you're Beech Grove, the clock is your enemy right now. You've got to get some plays, get out of bounds, stop that clock.
I think Real tried the last time but was unsuccessful. 2nd and 6. Quick throw. And it's caught by Pope. And he's trying to rumble forward, but he's swarmed by everybody on Scecina. 3rd and long.
And with that, these are not the kind of plays you want. You know, you were hoping with that little flare-out pass over there to Pope that he would be able to cut it upfield, but the swarming defense of Scecina, and we got a timeout, Beech Grove.
We'll be back in a second here on IndianaSRN. We're always in the game.
So we're sitting here with the man, Tom Morales. If you want to build culture and grow your business the right way, take a page out of his playbook. You know, Tom's best strength is his ability to be available as a leader. And so I wanted to show you kind of his day-to-day as he walks the floor here at Morales Group.
But I also want them to understand that I'm never not there for them. For the company is a person we call our janitor. And so when we held them in that level of high esteem and stuff, I think they realize that they're as important as anybody else in this company.
Hey folks, welcome back. 2 minutes, 31 seconds. It is 3rd down and 9. They lost 3 on the last play. Real pitches. It's Terrace Pope. A flag goes flying. Pope did crawl to about the 15. It's close to a first down. He might have had it, but we'll see what the penalty is. And it's against Beech Grove. So it's 3rd down and a very long distance. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left. Holding on Beech Grove. And it's getting very tough for the Hornets, Bill.
Yeah, you know, situation now, but you're backed up against your own goal line there and deep in your own territory. You got to find something here.
Real. Chased out of his pocket. Flips it. And it's caught by Small, I believe. Sean Small. Brings up 4th down. The clock still running. 2 minutes to go. One minute 50 left.
Fourth
and they say 11. 1:40 left.
See if they can convert on this.
Here's Real. And another flag. And they're not making it easy for themselves.
Oh, man. I don't know how many penalties that is for Beech Grove tonight. Just on this set of downs, right on this drive right here.
Far too many for Mark Weller's concern. Well, Bill, Scecina is the number 1 team in 2A, and I think we've seen why tonight in adverse conditions, but the Crusaders, they made the play in the fourth quarter. They made the winning plays when it mattered most.
Both these ball clubs, like I said, 14 seniors for Scecina, 12 for Beech Grove.
You go 2 safeties. Real going to just run up the middle. He's going to be close to the first down. It's close. And Real is slower getting up.
And I think they are going to give him the first down.
So the clock will temporarily stop. 1:23 left. Now it's rolling. 1:15 left. 1:12 left. The snap is low. It's bobbled. It's loose. It's recovered by, I believe, Real. And a timeout finally. With 1:03 to go. We'll be back in a second on Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
So we're sitting here with the man, Tom Morales. If you want to build culture and grow your business the right way, take a page out of his playbook. You know, Tom's best strength is his ability to be available as a leader. And so I wanted to show you kind of his day-to-day as he walks the floor here at Morales Group.
But I also want them to understand that I'm never not there for them. For the company is a person we call our janitor. And so when we held them in that level of high esteem and stuff, I think they realize that they're as important as anybody else in this company.
Thanks to Ray Marketing for underwriting this sports program on IndianaSRN.org. You can contact Jess at 317-782-0904. Need a uniform, silk screening, even banners? Contact Ray. He's your man, Ray Marketing, 317-782-0904. Or online at raymarketing.com.
Welcome back, everybody. 1 minute, 3 seconds left. Beech Grove has a long way to go. It'll be second down and 15 coming up. And Bill, it was the score is close, but it was a much closer game for the entirety of it.
Yeah, it was like 12 to 7 at, or no, 7-6 at halftime. So we've had a little bit of scoring here in the second half.
We have.
But the scoring.
Here's Real on the run. Slips past one. Still going. Gets it across the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Picks up a first down, I believe.
Inside a minute. The clock freezes. Clock runs. 54. 52. There's 50 seconds left. Scecina playing a prevent defense with 45 seconds to go.
Cover
Real
2.
Scampers towards his left, eludes a rusher, is moving forward and gets out of bounds close to the 40-yard line, bringing up second down with 37 seconds to go.
You know, all this, and you're in a 2-possession game right now with 30 seconds to go.
The task is very tall for the Hornets. There you see a final on the Titus Bakery Out-of-Town scoreboard. Heritage Christian beats Eastern Hancock 33-6.
The former coach at Beech Grove is the head coach at Eastern Hancock, and Doug Armstrong.
Real might have to take off. Does. Aiming for the sideline. He got the first down. He did not get it. I don't think he got out of bounds. Maybe he did. 27 seconds to go.
So if this score holds, Jonathan, Scecina's going to go 4-0. Beech Grove will drop to 3-1.
Clock is running. 20 seconds left. 19, 18, 17, 16. There's 15 seconds left. There's now 12. Real. Looking with 9. Looking with 10. Flings it incomplete with 6 to go. Six seconds left in this game. Scecina. Well, Bill, if Beech Grove won this one, it would be the greatest 6 seconds in offensive history.
What a way to come back with 6 seconds to go. Well, throw a long touchdown pass, get an onside kick, another long touchdown, or even a field goal. You win the game.
Guy on Tyler. It was a very competitive game for all of it, but Beech Grove wasn't able to make the plays in the fourth. Tyler harangued down at the line of scrimmage, and that's it, folks. There's zeros on the clock, and Scecina will remain undefeated with a 21-12 win here at the pit in Beech Grove. Bill, it was a good one.
It was a good one. Like I said, a 1 point lead for Scecina at halftime, 7-6. Unfortunately for Beech Grove, the extra points, I think, kind of got them tonight. They couldn't convert on extra point tries, and could have been a different outcome. But I'll tell you what, though, the Hornets don't have anything to hang their heads about. They got a very good ball club, and look to see them down the road.
Where we'll be down the road next week specifically is up the road. We'll be up the road. What are you looking forward to, Harrison and Anderson?
Harrison and Anderson. Both ball clubs are struggling, so it'll be nice. It'll be great to go in and see which team comes out the victor there. I think we'll have another great game up in West Lafayette with the Raiders and the Indians.
Some quick final look at our Titus Bakery out-of-town scoreboard. Lafayette Jeff, a commanding lead over Harrison, who we'll see next week. 31-14. Traders Point leads Park Tudor 8-0. That was a low-scoring game. Center Grove beating Ben Davis, correct? 29-15.
Wow. Eric Moore and the Center Grove Trojans.
The final, as we said earlier, Heritage Christian beat Eastern Hancock 33-6. Covenant Christian over Manual 19-6. That's courtesy of Titus Bakery. 2 locations.
Another quick finals. North Central beat Lawrence North 12-7 in a 6A battle, and the Mick.
Yeah, and New Palestine obliterated who they were playing. Mount Vernon. It was a lot to a little. I am struggling on the uptake. What won't be struggling is this little announcement. If you're interested and wanting to support us, getting our scores out there, 64-0 New Pal. But IndianaSRN broadcasts more than 30 sporting events a year in Central Indiana. We need your assistance to keep growing. Located on our webpage is a donate button. If you'd like to see more sports in IndianaSRN, please consider making a donation. Every dollar raised goes to getting more games on the air. On behalf of everyone on our IndianaSRN team, we thank you. IndianaSRN, we're always in the game. And speaking of that team, we want to thank you for tuning in with our founder, Keith Myers, our biggest fan, Debbie Myers, our 2 intrepid, and they deserve the biggest MVPs, our cameraman, Riley Thomason, who's out in the rain, and my spotter, Tom St. Amon, also equally out in the rain, our producer, Jerry Collins, and on behalf of Bill Ludlow and myself, Jonathan Mathis, we thank you for joining us here at the Pit in Beech Grove, and we'll see you next week in West Lafayette on IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.